Smile, John.
Good evening. We're in Studio 6B tonight, and with Mr. John J. Jeckovich. This is October 9th, Thursday, 2025. Mr. Jeckovich was from Company H, the 2nd Battalion of the 291st Regiment of the 75th Infantry Division of the U.S. Army during World War II. Mr. Jeckovich lives by the motto, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift, right? How are you feeling today?
Good.
You're looking well. You're really looking well. How was your dinner?
Good.
I heard you had a special visitor.
Amber.
What did you and Amber do today?
Tastes like.
Hey, listen. Amber Nicole Jeckovich is Mr. Jeckovich's great-granddaughter. She's an avid surfer, surfed around the world, and a full-time missionary. And whenever she's in Florida, she comes and visits Mr. Jeckovich 4 or 5 times a week. Even though she sleeps, at least she comes.
Yeah.
That's all that counts. At least you come. Yeah. At least you show up. That's all it's about. How was your dinner?
Good.
Do you want a coffee?
No.
No? Well, we're on the second time around in your book. We read to its entirety. Now we're on page chapter 12, page 298. Do you want me to do a little reading or you want to ask some questions?
That's some questions.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Came in yesterday and today. And we'll see what we got. A lot of repetitive ones, but you know, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Let me get my notes on what came in today. Where were you born and raised?
That is 62 Orange Avenue, Niagara Falls, New York.
How would you like living there?
Now?
No, then.
No.
No, then. How would you like growing up there?
It's beautiful place.
Beautiful. You had a lot of elbow room.
Yeah.
You live with your mom. How old were you when you were drafted?
Oh?
How old were you when you were drafted?
19.
19. And when Mr.
33.
Yeah, the code that Mr. Jeckovich is saying is a military code. Back then, 33s mean 19. These teenage fighters. And teenage fighters, believe it or not, have much more stamina than, say, for example, a 25-year-old. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. Wow. And Mr. Jeckovich's division back then was affectionately called the diaper division because of their young age. And later, you know, Mr. Jeckovich went through a lot during the war. He was Battle of Bulge, held Bastogne, and later liberated the concentration camps. So after he held Bastogne for 4 days, 4 bloody days and nights, his superiors say don't leave Bastogne no matter what. They didn't. 97% casualties, unfortunately. And now Mr. Jeckovich, his division, what's left of it, is referred to the bloody bastards of Bastogne. The bloody bastards of Bastogne. Where'd you go for basic training?
Owensboro.
Owensboro, Kentucky, yeah. You were too young to be in the service on December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor. What do you remember about that?
I was skating on the creek, Jill Creek.
You were skating. You're too young for the service.
And my mother come down and said, you'll be picking you up pretty soon.
And your mother was right. They came to pick you up, and they took you the next year. Wow. How'd you feel about going to war, Mr. Jeckovich?
That was part of my duty.
Part of your duty. What were your initial thoughts about the deployment overseas? What did you think about getting to Europe?
What's that?
What were your thoughts when you finally got to Europe?
I like the country.
You like the country. What was your favorite?
Huh?
What was your favorite city or town?
Right, thanks.
Okay. What kind of training did you receive before you actually went into combat?
We got the training in Owensboro. We didn't get any training over
What
here.
kind of training was it? What was it?
Running.
Running? Firing a gun?
Yeah.
What type of weapons did you primarily use during the war?
I used an M1.
Heavy duty machine gun?
Well, that was a crew weapon.
A crew weapon. And how'd you cool that barrel?
Antifreeze.
Antifreeze and water to cool the barrel. I know they didn't give you a choice where you were to fight. You had an opportunity. There was fighting going on in Europe, Pacific, and North Africa. Out of those three locations, which would you prefer?
Oh, Europe.
You didn't want to go to North Africa?
No.
How about the Pacific?
No.
Wow. What's the typical day like, Mr. Jeckovich, when you're fighting on the front line during the Battle of Bulge in the coldest winter of record? What's a typical day like?
It's boring and it could get really dicey for a while.
It could change in a second, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. What was your most frightening moment that you experienced during combat?
She's supposed to have that one in the tube or whatever. She's like, how come I haven't?
What was your most frightening moment you experienced in
When Leip
combat?
got killed.
Huh?
When Leip got killed.
When Leip got killed. Donald Leip is his buddy. They shared the foxhole, and Donald Leip most often carried the tripod, 135 pounds, for Mr. Jeckovich, a heavy-duty machine gun. Then there were several ammo barrels because he went through a lot of rounds per minute. And what did you tell Leip not to do?
Don't stick his head up.
And what would he do?
He kept sticking his head up.
What was he looking for?
He don't know, just Papa, that's kind of a kid he was.
Yeah. And finally he popped his head up too much. A dirty bomb hit him. What's a dirty bomb?
Screwdrivers, nails, hammers, everything else.
A bomb is bad enough to hit by, but to give maximum damage and pain, the Nazis would load the bomb up with old razor blades, old screwdrivers, old tools, anything metal that will do the maximum destruction when it blows up over these young soldiers' head. Unfortunately, Donald Leip's head was blown off. Only thing left was his glasses were hanging from the ear. And Mr. Jeckovich got hit with the same dirty bomb. And he still has shrapnel in his body to this day. Wow. Wow. How did you cope with the stress of war, Mr. Jeckovich?
The what?
How did you cope with the stress of war?
That's the war.
The stress of war, how did you cope with it?
Took it as it came.
Took it day by day. An interesting fact here is that your brother enlisted in the war, and what did he do?
Teaching recruits how to drive a Jeep.
He stayed in New York State and teach recruits to drive a Jeep. Did he have great talent?
Hey, fire hydrant.
He fired a fire hydrant. So the big difference back then, if you enlisted, you get a little bit better position on where you're going to go. Mr. Jeckovich did not enlist. Why not?
You know what?
You didn't enlist. Why didn't you enlist?
Take care of my mother.
Mr. Jeckovich was a sole caretaker since 11 years old to take care of his mother, Anna Targus Jeckovich, because his father died of a massive heart attack, working 3 jobs to give this family a better life. So he felt if he enlisted, he would have got a better job. But since he didn't, when you get drafted during World War II, you've got no choice. You're going to the front line, and that's exactly what happened. During the course of the war, Mr. Jeckovich was shot in the shoulder by a sniper. He was beat up. He was stabbed. He was bombed,
Lost a hip.
lost a hip, thank you. Trench foot and frostbite. You're still suffering from that frostbite?
Yep,
too?
right here.
What's the pain level?
7.
7, I'll be damned. Wow. And what's the maximum pain level?
7.
What?
7.
So you're maxed out. 80 years later, he's still suffering on his right foot. Imagine that. Wow. Does it get better at night?
Okay?
Does it get better at night?
Oh, yeah.
Does it, what I mean, does the pain get lessened at night, or does it get worse?
Well, no, once I fall asleep, I'm all right.
Okay, so once you're falling asleep, yeah.
Hard to get to sleep, though.
Did most of the soldiers have frostbite?
Huh?
Most of the soldiers have frostbite?
Most of them, yeah.
Many of them got sent home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it was all said and done, this teenage boy that had many injuries, they sent to parish hospitals to recover. After 3 months, they said if your index finger could still pull the trigger, and you could walk, and then you're what?
Fit for duty.
Fit for duty. They sent it right back to the front line. Right back to the front line. Things are different. I don't think they'd do that today. But they did it back then. They needed people. They needed people. So Mr. Jeckovich was a highly decorated teenage fighter. He received the Bronze Star Medal, the Purple Heart Medal, the Army Good Conduct Medal, the American Campaign Medal, European, African, Middle Eastern Campaign Medal, with 3 Bronze Service Stars, World War II Victory Medal, Army of Occupation Medal with Germany clasp, Combat Infantry Badge, Sharpshooter Badge with carbine, pistol, and machine gun bars, Marksman Badge with rifle bar, and Honorable Service lapel button World War II. That's a lot of medals for a teenage boy. I'd say so, yeah. That's a big deal. Mr. Jeckovich never mentioned his duties or the World War II activity at all. We basically pried it out of him 3 years ago. His major events were the Battle of Bulge, held Bastogne. Bastogne was a very bad situation. They couldn't get air support. They couldn't get parachuters. They couldn't get ammo. They couldn't get nothing for 4 days. Very high rate in the 90s of the casualties of the American soldiers. Battle of Bulge, Bastogne, and later with thousands of other American GIs, they liberated concentration camps. And that's something you would not want to see. So we pried it out of him. We got some good information. Most of his records of World War II were burned. There was a big military and government office building fire several years ago, and everything was gone. But we did recover a few things. And one of the interesting notes I have here is when the war finally ended, Mr. Jeckovich received something called a mustering out pay.
Yeah.
What's mustering out pay?
They give you the money to get home with them.
Get your money to get your life started again. Try to make you whole. Hello? Yes. You hit the right one, it's under the mat. Or under the seat. Open the driver's door and look under the seat. Yeah. Okay, let me know what's on your trailer, okay? What time are you going to be in Northport? Okay, around midnight? Around midnight? Either way, cash payment will be made. I gotta run, text me when it's on your trailer, alright? Bye-bye. I gotta run, thank you.
15.
Okay. And so Mr. Jeckovich, excuse this interruption. Mr. Jeckovich received a mustering out pay. That's what Uncle Sam gives you to get your life back in order from what you left, to get your life where it was when you started. So you received a total of $300. And how'd they pay that mustering out pay?
3 months, $100 a month.
So they didn't give you all at once. No, that'd be too much. They give you $100 a month. And that was enough money to get you back, to make you whole again from where you started, hopefully. And then Colonel J, we received these documents. Colonel J. Harris issued a bonus to Mr. Jeckovich, and they gave him $21.95 bonus. What was that for?
Get you home.
Bus fare. Was it a long bus ride?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there a lot of GIs on that bus?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. Do you remember that bus?
I do, yeah.
Was it like a Greyhound?
No, it was a regular bus.
Regular bus. Wow. When the war was over, did you stay in contact with many of your fellow soldiers?
No.
Not one of them?
No.
I'll be damned. How were you able to communicate when you're fighting in the war with your sister, Sally, and your mother? How'd you communicate? How were you able to communicate?
I wrote letters.
And what were those letters called?
Emails.
V-mails, right?
Emails, yeah.
Yeah, and then were the V-mails that you sent to your mother and sister, were they highly censored?
Oh, yeah.
What would the pages look like?
Black dots.
Black dotted out.
Yeah.
How many V-mails you think you wrote?
150.
And did they write you back?
Well, my mother wrote me back,
How
yeah.
about your girlfriends?
She wrote me back too, yeah.
Were those highly censored?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Everything was censored.
Yeah.
Do you have any of your letters left from your girlfriends?
I had all that left and sell it to them away.
Who's that?
Sally, my sister.
Oh no. 150 of them.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Well,
I would love to be reading those 150 V-mails right now.
yeah.
That would tell a fantastic story that these words we can't speak of today.
Yeah.
V-mails. You think there's a chance
What?
maybe her kids have them? You think there's a chance that maybe your sister's kids still have those V-mails?
No.
You think they're gone?
They're gone, yeah, they're gone.
What happened to your beautiful uniform?
It was gone.
Did your sister's husband, Charles Downey, did he fight in World War II?
Who?
Charles Downey?
I don't know.
You don't think so?
Well, yeah, he should have.
You should have. How did you feel about returning home after the war?
I was glad to get back home.
You were. Of all the V-mails you received from your sister, your mother, and your girlfriends, does one particularly stand out to you? Does one of those V-mails you received particularly stand out to you?
No.
They're all about the same.
Yeah.
So not one of them jumps out to you, right?
Just friendly letters, that's all.
Friendly letters. It'd be nice to have them right now, wouldn't it?
Well, we're not going to do it.
Do you remember in your book there was a quote? Could you tell me who authored this quote? We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds.
Churchill.
Churchill. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
Yeah.
Winston Churchill. That was in your book. Do you think Winston Churchill would ever surrender?
No.
No. Here's another one. You don't win wars by dying for your country. you win by making other guys die for his.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Patton.
You got a damn good memory. They call Patton Blood and Guts. How did that go?
He's a good guy. He's a good soldier.
Yeah, you met him.
Yeah.
But what about what the soldiers would say? Here comes Blood and Guts. How did that play out?
Blood and guts.
Yeah.
His blood and our guts. our blood and his guts.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Wow. 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 Oh, wow. General Patton also said, if everyone is thinking alike, someone isn't thinking.
Yeah.
Because you need creative minds. Wow, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Did a lot of soldiers write books when they're in the war? Or after the war? Did a lot of soldiers write books during the war or after the war? They were combat fighters?
No, I didn't see anybody. During the war, I didn't see anybody writing books.
Okay.
No.
General Patton also said, no good decision was ever made in a swivel chair. So he basically hated the bureaucrats. George Patton hated the bureaucrats. He wanted to be, hands-on, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you remember when he caught you in a barn? Could you tell us that story?
Yeah, yeah.
Tell us what happened when Patton caught you in a barn.
Say again.
When Patton caught you in the barn, could you tell us more about that story? What?
With the 3 o'clock in the morning, it was pouring rain out. Both the camouflage the trailer, the Jeep, took good. And he spotted us in the barn and kicked us out. Go out to the next checkpoint. Go, 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 go.
Wow. And then you had another minute.
7.5.
Then you had another funny story about General Patton. All the brass back in Washington says, they told Patton he's not prepared to cross the Rhine, wait till a bridge is built.
Yeah.
You don't have the manpower, you can't cross the Rhine. But Patton always traveled with a group of news reporters, so he did cross the Rhine, and tell us how that went.
Oh, he pissed in the water.
Yeah, so Patton was given basically the middle finger salute to all the brass back in Pentagon, or DC, you might say, because they said, you're not prepared, you don't have the equipment, you don't have the manpower to cross the Rhine, you need to get on the other side, where they could really stir up some action. And so Patton disobeyed the orders, and he got across. He got across to enemy territory, and the first thing he did is he whipped it out and had the news reporters film it, and he pissed in the Rhine and sent it back to the big shots in DC.
Yeah.
And that's what type of person he was. And that's what type of person that will win wars. That's what type of person that will win wars. That's the type of person that will win wars. That's very interesting. During World War II, there were 16,400,000 young, beautiful men and ladies that participated in World War II. Very patriotic people. Uncle Sam said go, and they went. And so what happened next was, now we're down to 4,000 World War II veterans. All of them are in their hundreds, and we're losing them at a rate of 200 a day, so do the math. If you want to ask a true fighter, frontline fighter, text Mr. Jeckovich. He gladly answers all text messages. If it's repetitive, we don't care. We give you the respect to answer anyways. Text Mr. Jeckovich at 407-337-5300. 366-0000. Text Mr. Jeckovich at 407
They can send their birthday cards too.
366-0000. We're having a big celebration for Mr. Jekovich's 100th birthday, so you can text him also a birthday card. Text him at 407, or a birthday wish, I should say. Text him a birthday wish. Big celebrations going on. We'll discuss it once it's over this month. Big parades and everything you can imagine, but we'll discuss it after the fact. Text him birthday wishes at 407-366-0000. Text birthday wishes at 407-366-0000. Mr. Jeckovich, you said a few weeks ago in our readings that you blinked your eyes at 20 and now you're 100.
Yeah.
Where the hell did 80 years go?
Yeah, that's my question too.
It went by that fast.
Yeah.
So listen, boys and girls, it's a short dance around the sun. You think we're kidding? Mr. Jeckovich is right. Minutes?
3.5.
It goes by quickly. It goes by quickly. You're only visiting this planet. You know, Mr. Jeckovich says you came to this earth with nothing, and then you spend your living moments chasing many of these foolish items, like a beautiful brand new house, a Rolex watch. Why? My $50 cell phone keeps better time. Got to remodel that kitchen to keep up with the Joneses. You got to have a brand new car. Some people even need designer clothes. Very foolish, Mr. Jeckovich says, and I kind of agree with him. But guess what? You've never seen a hearse pulling a U-Haul trailer, have you?
No, no.
Hell no. So you come with nothing, you'll leave with nothing. But let's hope and pray that your soul will gain more than your hands, because it's coming quickly. Let's hope that your soul will gain more than your hands. Minutes, please.
2.5.
How many?
2.5.
Wow. They call this the greatest generation of all time. I agree 100%.
Well, they went through the Depression, remember?
He was born during the Great Depression, and right after that, you know, a few years after that, he drafted in World War II. Yeah. And one thing I noticed about reading Mr. Jekovich's book, how many pages is it?
849.
Yeah, it's a big, beautiful book. I know he didn't own a computer. I know he couldn't do Google. Where'd you get all the data from? How'd you get all that information?
I just remembered it, yeah.
Wow, what a memory. God almighty.
In such detail.
100 years old, he reads 3 newspapers in the morning with no glasses. He can still shake your hand and knock you to the floor. Unbelievable. Minutes?
1.5.
So they call it the greatest generation of all time, and I believe it. After reading Mr. Jekovich's book, I found out they're very patriotic, and they have one thing that I believe we're lacking today. They have great empathy. Empathy is the glue to civilization. Empathy is the glue to humanity. These guys had it. They cared for all. I hope we find it again. But I still believe today there's more good people than bad. But I really hope we find empathy again. Because most people are just like dog eat dog, and they don't give a shit about their neighbors like they did back then. So I hope we find empathy again. Minutes?
40 seconds.
So you're feeling pretty good today.
Huh?
You're feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Your big celebration's right around the corner.
Oh, boy.
You looking forward to it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The studio's gonna kick us out in about 20 seconds. We only get 30 minutes at a time.
What do you want to do now?
So what do you want to do now?
What?
What do you want to do now? The studio's gonna kick us out.
Well, put Trump on it.
You want to put Trump on?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Or
Well,
ask me some questions.
Studio time, how much?
2 seconds, we're done.